So after the glue dried, the next day I had to clean up the edges because they were all uneven. So I just ran it up against the fence and pretty much jointed the one side through the saw blade. And then after that, I was able to flip it around and put the side that I just cut against the fence and then clean up the other side. Then I wanted to just skim the face grain on each side, so I took off I tried to take off about a 1/16 of an inch on both sides. So I didn't end up quite with the 3-inch block that I wanted. I'm at 2 7/8 inches, but that's close enough. And then once I got realized I was going to be a little short, I set it up and cut the other side to match. Alright, so it came out pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and give it a sanding and see what it looks like. It looks like one solid block, or if you can see any of the gaps. But I can't really, they're very hairline if any. So it should look like just one block, I hope. So after some rough sanding with 80 grit, it looks pretty good. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. I didn't really know what to expect. There are a couple of little anomalies in the wood here, or just a color difference there. A couple right here. So if anything, I think when I shorten this up, I'll take the most off of this side. This is definitely too long for what I want to do, I think. But overall, so far so good. So then I had to set the drill press up to cut the hole in the top, and I did square up both ends first and mark center, just so that I would know where to aim the Forstner bit at. So what I'm going to do is take the post and sink it down inside this block up until this point right here. Now this is a 1 3/8 inch Forstner bit, which this is larger than that, so I will have to shave this down to get it to fit inside the hole. But I think that'll be deep enough to where it'll have good support if I make this bottom spot fit snugly, and it'll stop right here. So that's my goal. Anyway. So I adjusted the belt for the sized bit, and once I got going, you'll notice it stopped. I had a little issue with the belt slipping, so I just had to tighten it up and start over. And I was having problems with the little quick clamp that I was using coming loose. So the block was getting loose, and I was afraid it was going to be off center, and then the hole was going to end up bigger than I wanted it. So after more trouble, I just went ahead and changed it out to an F-style clamp. And that seemed to work fine. So I realized while doing this that I can only go down as far as the length of the bit, which is not as far as I wanted to go. So I may just cut off part of the post and try that. So the audio is a little low on my voice, so I'm gonna just describe what I'm doing. I'm just basically showing you how it will fit into the hole, and that there is some play, just because the diameter there is smaller than the diameter of the hole in the bottom. And the solution I'm gonna use is just to add some shims around the bottom of the post to make it fit snug at the bottom. So you can see there I've got 3 spacers that I cut. I've just taped them down just to see if they would fit, and it's a little snug with the tape on. I think once I got them glued, I can finesse or sand down the edges just enough to where it'll just slide right in all the way to the bottom. Should work. So I've got about 3/4 of an inch meat here. So I think I'm going to do like a 1/2 inch tenon, mortise and tenon on each side. I hope that'll be strong enough to hold the coat rack. I think it will. And I basically kind of drew it out, and that's what I came up with. I drew it several times, and I finally looked online to get an idea, and I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'll allow for a 1/2 inch tenon, and then once I get this one done, I'll use it as a template for all the others.